that's just following his dreams. I just bought a boat and now I'm trying to stream. And I just bought some dope, trying to find a fiend. My shoulders where they lean, plotting scheme.
They bring it hard that I fall, that it never worked. Anything you see me with, I heard it first. Yeah, I had a grind hard, never give up. Get my mind focused on them big bucks. They bring it hard that I fall, that it never worked. Anything you see me with, I heard it first. Yeah, I had a grind hard, never give up. Get my mind focused on them big bucks.
Come and see how I do this so effortlessly. Step on suckers, then I go and go step on the key. It's 23, all I do is press start on the key. Shoot from the locker room, my nigga, I'm Curry from 3. All nets for smoker cars and small bets. When I was working the block, we gave our small tests. Pieces free just to get the clientele built. Now me and Anti-Coon got the whole town lit.
Yo, what up, y'all? Happy Friday. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's your main man, Anti-Coon, aka the Red Pill Crip. I'm here with the Justice League. This episode 2, man. I got my brothers from around the globe and my hometown brethren with me. I'm gonna let y'all start. Introduce yourself. Let them know who y'all is, where to find you.
Oh shit, I go. Hey, what's good, man? I'm Cal 10 up in this motherfucker. You see, I'm the male stripper for the elderly. Now I'm just playing with y'all. Cal 10, the light skinned piece of shit. Part of Black Charlie's. Hey, if you want to come to Kansas City, want to have a good time, come out to 6151 Blue Ridge Boulevard, Raytown, Missouri, man. Get drunk, get lit with us. We even got an event going on tonight. Pull up.
Me? Make sure y'all step in that bitch, KC. Y'all know what time it is. And my brother from Indiana, what's happening, brody?
What up, though? NOOZ from Indiana, Indianapolis. Appreciate you letting me get on. Like you said, Justice League, we finna connect, trying to take over, man.
You did? Hell yeah. And then I got my brother from the Shot, Midwest, and the Invasion tonight, my nigga.
Yo, my name is LeVar from Let's Talk About It. The Black Kelly Severance, what they call me these days, man. Looking to talk some shit, start some fires these days.
Let's get it, man. Hell yeah, man. Appreciate y'all brothers for coming up, man. I ain't do no videos today, so I just wanted to talk straight topics, man, because I mean, I'm a listener, so I be listening all week, man. I just go through shit, and when the shit hit home, I be ready. I'm like, yeah, we're going to talk about that. And the first topic is discovery versus disclosure. Now, I'll just give you an example. Let's say you out with a girl, right? And she ain't got no tattoos. She got a real hair. She dressed real modestly, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all go out, y'all have a good time, and then you drop her off. And then she like, you ain't coming inside? And you looking around like, you talking to me? Because you don't think she like that. You like, hold on, this is the first. And just, we men. Yeah, I want to come inside. I didn't know I had it like that. Now she get in there and she going crazy, bro. You didn't held the door up before. She polite. She ain't got ornery with the waiter or none of that shit. And then you find out she a freak. Now, is this a backhand? Do you like this? Or would you have rather known that going into it?
This is a win-win. It's a win.
It's a win-win either way.
Yeah.
I don't see you winning in this situation.
But see, you had her in wifey category, and I'm not gonna say she jumped out of that, but like you was like, oh, this one of them ones. I ain't, I'm gonna work for this. And then this motherfucker turned out to be old girl off of Don't Be a Menace in the back of the truck.
I mean, if you looking to be serious about the situation, and you know what I'm saying, like she looking like she that one, you might raise a brow on that. And I mean, it ain't gonna, it's gonna cross your mind like, am I the first person she gave that treatment to? But you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, is that gonna matter at the moment, or you know what I'm saying, like, I mean, it looks like he winning in that one.
Nah, he winning. I guess he winning if she wasn't fronting. So like she's a sheep in wolf's clothing. I mean, a wolf in sheep's clothing type shit. You know what I'm saying? You like,
yeah,
you didn't spend some good money. You know what I'm saying? You didn't went out. You got paid back for it. But now you like, damn. I thought I was trying to find wifey out this motherfucker. Now I done found another skeet bucket.
But you know, she
I
might she might think like, hey, my bad. Go ahead.
Nah, I was like, I got two different responses for this, man. It's like you want me to get a nice guy, you want me to get a good honorable guy answer, or you want me to give you the real nigga answer.
Give me the honorable guy first, then we'll go to real
All
nigga.
right, in that case, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out on the plus side. You know what I'm saying? There's a good chance I'm going to get rewarded, and everything might, you know, come to fruition of what I sought out to do.
All
Put it
right.
like that.
Okay.
But the real nigga in me is like, all right, motherfuckers, like, I might have to knock you out of that wifey category. You got to work a little bit hard to get that wifey category because now it's like we all grown, right? So I know you'd have been with some other niggas before you got to me. I done missed because I've been with some other females before I got to you, right? But I don't want to hear from other niggas of what they did to you or you was a freaking. And now the whole nostalgic moment that hit me is gone. You know what I'm saying?
Out of there, buddy.
It's gone. So now it's like, oh, I don't know. And it's like, I'll be the first one to tell them. I'm like, I don't know how you get that back.
You can't redeem yourself. Oh shit, my bad.
The great Charles Barkley said anything less would be uncivilized.
Pretty much.
I'm telling you what, the way I look at it is somebody already pretty much built this house for me. I ain't even got to do nothing. The house is already built. All I got to do is live in it. I ain't got to.
That's it. And then here's another thing too. I don't care how many women come on here and put on their front and play ignorant and be in a Delulu land, right? If they deep down, they know that shit is true. They know that shit is true on how we think. And I got to give it to them because they absolutely right. This is why if you put anybody's feet to the fire about body count, a man would be more willing to give up his whole body count than a woman would be.
Yeah, facts. It's easier for us to say it. Is that what you're talking about? Like telling her?
That's because we're not getting penetrated.
No, here's the thing. And I talked to a plethora of women about this because they try to defend this shit to the tilt, right? I said we have to earn what we get, right? So if we smash a lot, we got something going for us. You know what I'm saying? We got to earn our value. You're born with value. So when you're born with value, the best way you can preserve that shit is through purity. And if a whole bunch of niggas that have been, you know, sticking and dipping up in you, shit, your purity gone. Your leverage is out of there.
They don't think that though. Cal, what you think? Because I know you had something to say.
Nah, man, my thought about it is it's different ways you can look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for her, she might think that she found something that she need to lock down early on. And you might be firing on all cylinders by doing it because, you know, you might be the gentleman, you might be that one, that unicorn, and she just gonna go all out for you for her appreciation. And that's one thing that you can look at it as. But then, like, you know, of course, we gonna have it in the back of our mind to be like,
Oh, you froze.
I think he muted. He muted himself.
How many times you done gave it up on the first night, like somebody, you know what I'm saying, like plan on getting serious with her, like you don't want to be whole lock hands with her and be like, hey man, hey look,
Right.
When I had her doing cartwheels and backflips and splits on my shit.
Right.
You be like, and you be like, man, she didn't do that shit with me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And see, here's the thing.
I mean, I think.
Now go ahead, Cal. You can finish.
What's that?
Now go ahead and finish.
No. Somebody was. No, I wasn't saying that.
I was like, that's my thing. That's my thing, Cal. It's like once that nostalgic moment gone, it's gone, right? Because, like, I can assume that shit all day, don't make it true. But when you get other people outside of you two validating that shit, that changes the whole dynamic, right? It's like you said. And I'm gonna talk real nigga shit right now. That could possibly plant a seed of insecurity within us guys, because we feeling the female, and it turned out she out here holding it like the rest of them, right?
But see
And
I would say
we
this.
giving her a little bit more of the doubt because we like kind of get invested. So it's like it come crashing down on two fronts, you know?
Yeah, but see, like I mean, you know, what I'm saying the insecurities, but that also goes in how confident you are within yourself. You know, what I'm saying if you confident within yourself, like you know,
But you don't
and
want to
you
trick
pursue
yourself.
it.
Cal, you don't want to
Yeah.
trick yourself. And this is the thing I say. I'm gonna
Nah,
say double O. I just want to, I got double O. You got it. Cause I think I know you know where I'm going. You don't want to play like, not play like, but you will be like, nah, she did this for me and start feeling special. And I think a lot of men do that. And that's what
yeah,
be
they
happening.
do. Yeah,
But
they
you know
do.
what?
Not a realistic way of thinking, dog. Like you said, especially not at our age, yo. What I would say is kind of like what Chi-Town said is like you kind of want to do your if you feel that way about her, if she turn you out like that, you like, yo, I like what I'm liking right now. That's when you need to do your homework. Whatever your circle of friends is, you need to do hey, pass the picture around. Anybody know this bitch? No?
Right.
All right, cool. Because again, we know she done fucked somebody, but as long as there ain't nobody in my immediate circle or close to immediate circle, we shouldn't have no problem.
Right.
Okay.
That's a
And then
good fact.
I'm gonna tell you, I weeded out how to get around that shit because just like they want us to control our emotions and respond a certain way and feel safe because it makes them it's a emotional thing with them feeling safe with us, and I have to be disciplined when I go to work and all the other shit. I'm gonna hold your ass to the same fire. If you got a high body count, you ain't got no discipline. Your emotions all over the place.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding. But see,
yeah,
okay.
and
Oh, go ahead, Cal. My
like
bad.
my bad. Just to expand on it. Yeah, some people that's something you do got to look at because like uh in some of those situations somebody might be too fast because they openly giving themselves up a bit early. So you might run into another. You might find loyalty, but you might find a crazy side to it. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
I'm not
like a wait
like
outside your
everybody.
crib. Yeah.
So some people would like to live a relationship, a 3 year relationship in 30 days. They like to move
Right.
fast like that. So you know what
Damn.
I'm saying? That would be something to look out for because like someone might be moving a little bit too fast and really you need to like slow down a little bit and get to know that person a little bit more. So and you know what I'm saying it's really on how that person is. And you know like the question could be like a bit general because like you know everybody's not a cookie cutter kind of person. Everybody move a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? You might like hit on fire on all cylinders. It might be that one guy that she been looking for her whole life, but also at the same time, that person she might move a little bit too fast. You know,
Right.
but are we gonna turn it down that night?
No, no, no.
I
We're not gonna turn it down. That's why I
I
said this.
wouldn't.
This what we going. This is what I'm saying. Would you rather know? Like she's a slut now, but you didn't notice. You didn't went on the date. You scored, but would you have went on this extravagant ass? You got a 3-part date. You didn't went to. You went bowling. You went to see a movie, and you went out to eat with a slut. Would you have rather known this, or would you be like, you know what? I would have did it anyway if I knew I was gonna get some pussy.
I wouldn't have did
So
it. I wouldn't have went at all
do you
if I
want?
know she
It
was
all
a slut. I'm
depends. Do
not
you
spending
want to
the
go
dollar.
out?
Hold on, double O. What'd you say, real quick? Hold on,
Like,
Cam.
are you looking just? Yeah.
No, I was just saying if I know me personally, if I know she a slut, I ain't trying to spend a dollar.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But go ahead, Cal. Go
Either
ahead.
I
e-
mean, yeah, because
e-
yeah, I mean that. My bad. Go ahead. My bad. My bad.
No, it's on you, Cal. It's on you. I got Var. Var, you got last. You got last word.
yeah, yeah.
I know. All I'm saying is like, man, that could determine if you want to dining on a visit or you know, what I'm saying you going out on a date or is this just a house visit? You know that all changes and shit.
I
If
mean,
she was just an all out just loose slut, whatever, you know, maybe you just wanted to pull up to the house and with a bottle or something to roll up and go from there.
right.
But
See, but that's the question. Do you want to know, or do you not want to know? Do you want to find out? Do you want to fuck around and find out, or do you want to know prior? Because I'll say this: I think discovery it trumps disclosure. Like if I tell a woman I might go out to eat and I got $200,000 in my pocket, I'm talking about liquid. You know what I'm saying? I got it. You know what I mean? But I might go out to eat with a Walmart fit. I might pull the hoopty out and just go see what it is and see how she perceived me from that, because now I don't want her to judge me like that. I want her to find out I got money. Because if I go in there flexing, now she gonna act a different way. You know what I'm saying? The real her is gonna show through the fact that I'm still gonna pay for the date. We just ain't at Maestro's or Roof Chris or whatever the niggas go eat at now. This Fogo de Chao, whatever it is. And then we go on a couple dates, and then we get locked in 3 months, and then she find out I got a little money. At least I got to know you first. See, now a nigga go, you know what I'm saying, spend $200, $300, $400 on a date, thinking he got Miss Right, and this bitch is the neighborhood, the town bicycle.
Man. And here's the thing, like I said, if I found out before I wanted to do all that stuff, plus how much it costs to go out to a good meal? About $200-$300.
Good meal.
I find that to a slut. I'm gonna say, look, worst case scenario. Hey, I give you this if you just go ahead and let me smash right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 100. Either that or I ain't gonna pay nothing. But like I said, absolute worst case scenario, depending on how she looking, because fellas, you got some women that got some real nice, soft, natural asses out here that's shaped just right.
Right.
That you like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to break my rules and pay for this motherfucker.
Just don't do it.
Just to say I got off the bucket list. That's it.
Type shit. And then if you go home, it be I'm gonna get you sucker all over again.
When she taking out the prosthetics and stuff.
All that shit off, nigga.
Yeah.
Talking about a real nigga.
I just want the experience. I want to experience you. I don't want to actually be with you.
Right.
Now, okay, so let's do this. When does it pay off to say that up front? Have y'all ever met a girl and just said exactly what was on your heart off the dribble?
I say it worked for me about a quarter of the time.
Damn, that's a good percentage. 25% is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What about
I take a page out their book. I lay back and I overhear some of their conversations, and if they complain about a little struggle, I'm like, all right, I slide on in there, So I kind of use they situation against them a little bit,
Bar's a dog. You're a fucking scumbag, man.
Hey.
Now, how you do it?
It is what it is.
This is how I rock. If I'm kicking it with her or whatever, and she ain't giving it up like she's supposed to be giving it up, at this point, I'm just pulling my joint out. At this point, it's just like, yo, if you say yes, good. If you say no, I wanted to leave anyway. So let's go ahead and wrap this shit up.
Let's get it done. Nah, don't catch no case, double O. Come on, bro.
No. It ain't no case. It's just like, yo, what we doing here? I done heard you talk for the last hour, and I didn't come over here to hear you talk. So at this point, I'm just going for the gusto, and if it don't work, that's cool. I wanted to leave anyway.
But a red pill. Let me highlight this for a second. On the flip side, a woman will ask you for some money without knowing you within the first 24, 48 hours.
Thanks.
So by me doing what I'm doing, it ain't no different than them. You know what I'm saying? When they go out, they know a nigga wants some ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they already be doing something, but a lot of them want to see, okay, I want to see if he going to invest in me in this way and see what I can get out of him first to see how much he value me, so I can, that's where that overpriced their own box come from, right?
Right.
But I sit here and be like, look, I'm not going to play these games with you. I got too much other shit going on, and I'd rather pay this much than to have you string me along on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, it's a leverage game. When you play like that, you maintain leverage. Women not playing like that. These women think that they can just maintain it because they know after that pussy get hit, if they ain't shit, it's over. They know that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Cal, what you got?
That's vice
I don't know,
versa
man.
then.
I mean, it's vice versa on that situation now. You know what I'm saying? They got some weak coochie, man. And, you know, they already know their days and numbers. Same with dudes. If your stroke game weak, count your days. You ain't gonna get no call back from her.
That's
Really,
fact.
you just kind of gauge it on a per basis, man. You got to see where I think like engaging in conversation to actually know what that person is, because like you know what I'm saying, you can run into some women that ain't even gold diggers at all. They just good enough to actually see what's out there, and then you know, and you know what I'm saying, it's like a 50-50 chance that person might be a little naive or a little bit seasoned on how they approach it, and that goes for men and women. You gauge the conversation and where they go. Sometimes you might be cool with just if they cool with just going to Cheesecake Factory, they just trying to get to know you. If they come out with Ruth Chris out the gate, you know they here for one thing. They trying to be a gold digger. They trying to see how much money you got. If it's really trying to get to know you for who you are, you know what I'm saying, things might play a little bit different versus somebody just going for a cash grab.
Off the dribble. You feel
Let me
me?
ask you
Hmm.
this, Rick.
Go
Is
ahead.
you finding out that she a slut through through word of mouth, or is you just going off of her sex game?
I'm going off the fact that you dress like Sister Teresa and you get in this room and you didn't did shit to me that I ain't even know could be done.
What if she was in what if she was in a long-term relationship with a nigga for 10 years?
I mean, that's a good question, and I've never been asked that. I always hear that question posed, but this is what I'll say: if that nigga taught you all that, he is imprinted in your life. I'm gonna be compared to this nigga in some way. Might not be
Oh
dick
yeah.
size, might not
Oh
be.
yeah.
That
It might be
that might
wallet, it might be mentality, it might be the way he treated. He might have fucked you good and treated your kids good. I don't like most women's kids like that. I might lose
because
in
you
that.
and you know what on that, like if she been in a long term relationship and she brings the tricks that she learned from her last relationship into your situation, like if you ain't hitting it right, that dude might be the relief pitcher. She might call him for the cleanup. I need to get my rocks off. Oh boy, didn't
As
do the
she
job.
should, as she should, and that's what I would have done too. They never, you got to handle your business, man. You got to do what you're supposed to do, or you out the
Hey,
game.
yeah,
Let me tell you this.
I'd have been a DH for a lot of females out here that's been with somebody or married. I'm like, look, y'all ain't gonna fool me. But to
You want
your
to be
Right,
point,
right.
go
but to
ahead, go
your
ahead.
point, I learned when I started doing this, I started getting just as petty as they ask, because you know they find little flaws in niggas to look like they look for excuses not to fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? The smallest, irrelevant, most irrelevant shit. I started doing them the same way. Like, why won't you take me seriously? I don't like the way you hugged me when we first met.
That's called. Well, my nigga Nick Ben Dope taught me that. He said that's called faking the fallout. When you're trying to get
No,
rid
no,
of
no,
people,
no, no. Hold on, because here's the thing. Here's the trick. If a female come and she put both them arms around you and she don't leave no gap in between that midsection,
yeah,
oh, she want to go there with you.
you
She
feel
give you
me?
one of them side hugs, or she just want to do that one. Nah, I don't like that shit. Nah, I don't like the way you hug me. Fuck away from
Var,
me.
you know
Check me
what's
out. Check me
crazy?
out. I had a babe that had 4 kids. She got 4 kids, right? All by the same dude.
Okay.
They've been
Uh
they was
huh.
together since high school type shit. That nigga ended up having kids elsewhere, cheating all the time. So she left, right? When I
Uh huh.
got to her, like I said, she was excellent at everything she did when it came to the bedroom, right? To where the nigga was so jealous of me, the nigga came to me one time on some slimy shit, asking me does she do this to me and do that to me like he did her, and I'm like, what kind of weird ass nigga are you,
That's
right?
some weird shit.
Right.
But what he did was now I know that she even more of a freak than I knew. So nigga, he almost put me on game, right? Like why? But why?
Mm-hmm.
You okay? So you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened, and this is just the red pill lens I'm wearing. I'm speaking through the third eye real quick. When she don't fuck with that nigga, she always go back to him. And this was
Right.
one time in her life that she didn't go back. So he was
Right.
like, what the fuck happened? What is this nigga doing? I do it all. So his feelings got hurt. My
Right.
Oh
bad.
yeah,
Right.
oh yeah, yeah.
Shout out to Robin and
That's really
Brianna.
what
For that.
happened.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
I kid you not. I got one even to this day. She flat out one time told me, she said, I can't lie. She said, that's why you always my go-to. She
yeah.
said, she go out here and try to exploit, and you know, she fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I moved on. But hey, what they say? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?
Facts.
Exactly.
And that's what that you always want to be the nigga that they want to come back to not up their body count.
Yes.
That's the rule of the game, right there.
Man,
But yeah,
and you know what? And by listening, man, like sometimes when somebody come back and tell you how fucked up somebody else was, that can teach you not how to be fucked up moving forward. You can learn about somebody else's fuck up.
right.
Right.
Hold on, Robin. Hold on. I want y'all to see this shit. Don't do this. Do not do that. Come on, Robin. Don't do that.
So somebody been fucking their cousins. That's how they got seasoned in the sex game.
Come
Hold on, hold
on,
on.
bro.
Is that the Robin that I know?
Nah.
Oh,
This ain't her. Nah, this is my whole girl from KC. Man, if you don't stop putting that shit, I'm trying to get monetized out here. They probably gonna flag my whole shit for that.
oh man. Hey, don't
It's
hold
from
Red
a
Pill
family
accountable
member.
what somebody else say.
Yeah, please. Nah, you know me. I talk my shit
She
now. I ain't
she she ain't learned sex tricks from family members. She just got broken in by probably some of them.
Oh fuck, that was even
Uh,
worse.
That's
it's
that's fucked up to say, but they go through that shit.
uh,
That's not
You got
right,
some sick
bro.
motherfuckers out here.
You ain't
that might have
okay.
been phrased wrong. That might have been phrased wrong.
Nah, he said it how it's supposed to say.
Hey, it don't come out aesthetically good, but it's the truth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
All right, we're gonna get out of that Mississippi talk right quick. All
Ooh,
right, here
thank
we
you,
go.
thank you.
We're gonna go to the next topic. All
That's
right,
Louisiana,
y'all.
by the way.
Damn, they do that shit. Never mind. I'm not gonna X do this shit. Fuck that. All right, here we go. Who got more rights in America right now, men or women?
Women,
Women,
women.
women got more right.
Women, you got women. Okay,
I
go
agree.
ahead. Let's start with Double O this time. Then we go Vard and Cal.
No, I agree with women because they actually fighting for rights because obviously they come from a different space than we come in. So they still trying to. So they almost like the WNBA, how they still trying to get to where we been type shit. So I think that's why they got somewhere to actually come from. We've been good for a minute. So I would never say women are rising right now.
Okay, got you. What you think,
I'm
Vard?
gonna I'm gonna say women. I'm gonna say women like not only what Double O just said, but um, when a woman getting her feelings, think about it like this: whether it comes to divorces or child custody cases, right? In the judicial system, a woman can actually profit from hurt feelings. A man can't.
Damn, break that down.
Uh, like Double O said, you've been married to a woman for 10, 20 years, and y'all outgrew each other, right? For whatever reason, just outgrew each other. She was on some. Y'all went down two different paths, right? She worked, you work, okay, but you make more money. Y'all get divorced. Your alimony and retirement shit, she gonna get a piece of that shit. They don't never give you a piece of her shit. You get a piece of her shit. They say it's equal, but it's not.
Hold
And
on, because
then
you know they're gonna bring up Mary J. Blige when you say that.
Mary J. Blige is an anomaly. Here's the thing: don't bring up the rarities and make it seem like it's affecting a regular thing. Those are the one-offs. That's why we use terms like 9 out of 10. She's just a 1 out of 10 that we're not talking about. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And then
Big
now on the
facts.
flip side, on a more personal note, I had divorced my ex-wife. She crashed out, did this, that, and the other. Man, do you know it was like over a year before I got to see my kid in person and spend some serious time with my kid. And to be even more personal, because I don't mind sharing this, she wasn't supposed to take the kid out of state. She's got my daughter out of state. And she's not abiding by anything with the child allocation agreement. And there's no punishment. There's no punishment or no repercussions behind her not abiding by a legal contract. But let me break one of the motherfuckers. Oh shit, I got all kind of hell coming down on me.
Right. You be late for an appointment. They be then threw you in jail for the shit.
Pretty much. You miss child support, you go to jail now.
Facts. So like if you do call the police, be like, hey, we in Illinois, she done took him to Kentucky. What do they say to you?
I have to get my kid back. I get my kid back because it is joint custody, but she's the custodial parent. And by law, they make the mothers custodial parents. In order for a dad who might be the better and more stable parent, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and everything, have to jump through all these hoops just to get custodial custody of their child or sole custody of their child. Legally, automatically goes with the mother.
Right.
And any real man know, any person with common sense know, when it comes to a real man, his kids is his weakness.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a fact. And you know what's wild about that? And this is another reason I asked this question, and I'm glad you brought that up because it ties into this. And I heard a panel just full of women like, well, some men give up. They go to court for years and they just fight and they pay all this money and they don't get no results, so they give up. And then women will be like, well, that's weak and all this. And it's like, bro, they just want control. Because you know what
and they get it. They when they run down the court, they get it because they know it's going to favor them. Now they're right; those men do give up. Like I have no shame in telling my situation because, in my humble and honest opinion, two mature people that care about their child need to chuck that personal shit to the side and do what's best with the child. Okay. Now the thing is, it's like, when they want that control because they want to have some kind of impact in your life. Now, I could have still fought, but my daughter's 16 going on 17 years old. That child support going to run out at 18. So I'm like, do I go to court and spend more money going through the judicial system, or do I just maintain that phone relationship and see my daughter when she can? And when she turned 18 and free to do whatever she want to do, the chips fall where they may and just put it in God's hands. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's where a lot of niggas end up doing. Carol, what you think? My bad.
I mean, yeah, I think when it comes to the custody battle, I mean, you know, saying we know this over decades and stuff. The women always win, and like I witnessed where the guys just give up because you run out of resources. It's only going to be so many times that you're able to pay for an attorney, take time off to make it to court, and especially like if you take off of court and you already getting hit for child, you take off of work to go to court, and you already like child support is hitting you, it's gonna hit you even more. It's gonna sting. Then like a lot of situations that you can go back and look. It's like if the woman doesn't even show up, the dude got to reschedule the court date and nothing. She don't even get a slap on the wrist or anything. But there is the thing is, and that comes from a lot of that comes from like when I said the other day, it's from the 80s and the early 90s generation where the fathers haven't been present. And so like it went on for so long the courts put it into law to give women the favor in those decisions. You know what I'm saying? And plus, like, I mean, when it comes to like getting custody for your kids, for a man, it's a much harder road and stuff. They get put under more scrutiny. But and that's because that's from prior generations and their lack of trying to be in a kid's life. And we see always by default, they always take the women's side and stuff and always not take the man's, they take the man's side later on. And so we know somebody, a woman here too that can cry on the drop of the dime and look like a damsel in distress, and everybody run to their aid where it's actually the man who needs the help. And you know what I'm saying, the man get like punished for him trying to do the right thing. And that comes from pettiness, you know, like especially like when somebody's splitting a relationship, sometimes you know that the people hold like emotional grudges, and they and it's not about the kid, it's about the feelings that they have for that person because they poured so much into it. And so they had this resentment and they playing tit for tat, and if they have no other leverage in other areas, they use the child as leverage. They use the kid is the casualty of the war between the parents.
Yeah.
Facts. And have y'all been to court for y'all kids?
Wow. I definitely been to court, and I know when my ex-wife asked for an increase in child support, they understood every word she said. ordered that shit immediately, and I didn't even fight it. You know what I'm saying? I asked for visitation, and they act like I was speaking a whole different language. They act like I was speaking Indonesian, Chinese,
No, I bet.
Arabic. They anything but English. They didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, get a translator here or something, because I'm saying this stuff very clearly, but they act like they don't understand. And I'm reading Robin's comments when she said the courts want to keep family together. No, they really don't, because
No, they
Speak on
don't.
that. Speak on that.
because the family dynamic in terms of divorces benefit the judicial the family law courts, the family and child law courts more so than anything.
Yeah.
It's big money behind that, you know, and that's because most of the people that get married got bread. That's why a lot of these women want to go out here and get niggas with bread, because they know that when shit fall apart and the minute her feelings change, like everybody feelings do change. The minute she don't feel happy and she want to go seek her happiness, that's grounds for divorce to take half your shit.
And you know, to piggyback, to expand on that a little bit more, that's why you hear like in a lot of relationships, and I say like Shaq when he was married to
Mm,
Shawnee,
yeah,
you find out that they was having extra bank accounts on the side, stashing money away for when shit goes south. They already got them a little nest egg, and they're gonna be all right. They already planning to make that move, because like if they didn't plan on moving, they would have never set up another account and started saving for when they was about to bounce. They was already planning to do something like that, you know.
exactly. And then later on, it come out. She said she never loved Shaq.
Yeah, and then, you know,
So
like
I
you know,
mean, now go ahead.
no, well, say it's like for her to even come out and say that after the relationship is over, saying that she never really loved, you know, what I'm saying that person now carrying that scar, that's trauma on them, because you know what I'm saying, I'm sure Shaq, she done had kids by Shaq. He done poured a lot in her, provided shelter and all resources for her. You know, she probably didn't have to work for a while, you know what I'm saying?
She
And he
probably
just
never
out
had.
here, he's over here dunking the basketball, putting his body on the line, day in and day out, you know what I'm saying, taking backlash from media for he got to be careful with what he say. And then like once that person leave, you know what I'm saying, that person that you come home for support, you know, after they split and she said she never even loved you, now you got these scars now moving into another relationship. Now he gonna be even more cautious, and he doesn't intend to do it, but now he's gonna take the scars from his last relationship and apply it to his new relationship, being cautious because he sees similar red flags from what he saw from his past relation.
And
Right.
you know what's crazy about that is it's not fair to the next person, but you still gotta play defense. You still gotta protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't just jump into relationships and forget everything that happened to you prior. Like if somebody's doing some shit and then you see that this next person's doing that same shit that resulted in the arguments and the fights and the trauma towards was about to, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it don't end up being the same way, but you still gotta take it into consideration. Like you can't just ignore shit. Like that's what part of being a mature person and growing and developing wisdom is actually paying attention to the shit you want to keep bumping your head.
Well,
You know
Yeah.
you
what
know
I'm
what?
saying?
It's not that dudes ignore the shit. The thing is, we get emasculated and shamed
Yep.
for thinking this
Yep.
shit. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Peer pressure.
And that's why I always tell guys, like, whether you break up or before you start dealing with women as an adult, spend that first year, 2 years if need be by your damn self. Get comfortable with yourself. Take
Facts.
care of your damn self, because once you get to that point when you start dating, now you're gonna see that it ain't even got to be a red flag. It can be a pink flag. You're gonna be like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna entertain certain things, and then you're gonna also know your boundaries, and you're gonna stand firm on those. And the only women you're gonna allow in your space is the ones that's gonna be able to get on your program authentically.
Peacefully.
You got to be
Yeah,
in tune with your star player. You got to know yourself before you jump into being in a relationship. Because if you unsure with yourself, you ain't fully found yourself or be in a comfortable spot with yourself in life, you gonna jump into that and you gonna you know you leave yourself vulnerable for shit to happen.
Facts. Yep, because you start accepting sucker shit because you trying to seek. Okay, so when we talk about the healing shit, and I got to get back to the. We're gonna stay on topic, but at the end of the day, when it comes to the healing shit, you have to be all the way there. I don't care
Right.
if the scab is not your full skin no more. If that shit still got that pink shit before it even, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the scab no more, but it's pink.
Yeah.
Stay away. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I will say is, as far as like women having, I would say not only do women have the same rights we got, they got more. And this is called overcompensation. And unfortunately, it's the pity and it's the guilt trip of men saying, well, y'all couldn't get bank accounts and shit, y'all couldn't vote, all this. But see, if you do the real history, a lot of women didn't want to vote. They didn't want to have bank accounts and shit. You know why? This is what I learned. A lot of women didn't have to incur debt. They used to just go to the store and get everything they wanted, and they'll put it on their husband tab. They didn't have to work. But then when they didn't want to vote was because they said, okay, cool. Now that you get the right to vote, but now you have to go to war. And they was like, nah, fuck that voting shit. I'm cool.
But you know what? There is a silver lining with all of this. Sometimes you have to let them eat so much of what they want and let them throw up. You know what I'm saying? Then to starve them out. You know what I'm saying? And by that I mean this: they're getting all these. They got a whole bunch of stuff and movements that's benefiting them, and laws in place in society that benefits them without no consequences or repercussions. But in the dating scene of something that's what you're made for, like we were made here to cohabitate. You're making it impossible and fighting against that, right? So it's like they want that, they want all the other privileges, and they want the man, but you can't have it all. And for the first time, the modern day women are learning how that they're gonna have to compromise on some shit, and they don't want to do it.
And you know what, man? It's a thing to stop listening to like social media was being done on reality shows and really like knowing that this is real life. This is not TV. Stop listening to the toxic friends and stuff that telling you different shit because it fills their
Mm-hmm.
head up, give them like false standards, falsehoods. I think that like on both sides, you know what I'm saying? Like on both sides, men and women, we got other influences that help that fucks up this thing when we try to get to a state to where we can cohabitate. We listen to outside people instead of listening to what one could build with each other. Stop listening to what's outside and stick with what y'all know with each other.
Right.
Uh,
And you want to know something? I was reading this statement earlier today in a book, right? And it said, as human beings, whether you're male or female, free game for everybody. The biggest gift, the best gift that you could ever give somebody is unconditional love, right?
yeah,
All right. And what I've realized, a child is going to get unconditional love from the mother and the father, right? But you take that child out the equation, men give unconditional love, but men will never receive unconditional love.
it's under the condition of depending on the circumstances.
That's it.
No, but no, here's the thing. Here, I'm gonna go deeper within the statement. And I've been guilty of this myself too, with the exception of the last relationship I was in, right? If I ask any man the best relationship you was ever in, what is it that you loved about that woman? What would you say?
The best
Well,
thing that
you
I'm
ask nothing.
loved about my
Yeah, I'm
ex.
asking you guys. Yeah. Because I'm gonna prove a point, because if we can say it amongst men, women gotta also acknowledge it too.
Yeah, I think for me, it was like the nurturing, the unconditional love in the early phases.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And is genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like when you've been in several relationships in the past, like I know,
Hmm.
like you know what I'm saying, like relationships in the past, I felt the love under the condition of, and then I felt the
Okay.
love
That's
unconditionally.
fair. That's fair. What
And
about you,
so
Red Pill?
you got
I
I,
said
I
in the best relationship, what was it that you loved about that last person?
the loyalty. This
Okay.
is the
loyalty.
I'm not speaking on my last person. The only person I really respect I was in a relationship with, loyalty. That
Right,
motherfucker
right.
loyal to this day
All
type shit.
right. Because I had to realize this myself after I read this, right? I know with my last relationship, what made it so special is I can't tell you it was so many good qualities. I can't name you when or what made me fall in love with her. You know what I'm saying? That's the most unconditional part because it's like you said with the nurturing and the loyalty. If they didn't have it, would you not love them at all? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
Now, I say that because what do women mainly go for these days when it comes to approaching men? The
Hey,
majority is going to go for finance. So, and then it's
security.
also telling because if that man ever falls off, then they out of there. So they don't. They're not raised to embrace their feminine. They're not even raised to embrace their human parts and understand the best gift that they can give. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Real shit. They spread that out with the strangers and the low lives and all that shit. But I mean,
Right.
and never hear this. Devil's advocate with the women is you got to understand they're brought up to survive, and in a certain world that we in right now, they searching for survival. The only problem is it's temporary. So they going with the head honcho. They going with the nigga that they think got something. They going with the glitter. They going for them British niggas that went to war, or is it French or whatever, when they went to war in them red coats
Hmm.
instead of wearing camouflage, being
Right. Right.
strategic and smart about shit. They going for the
Hmm.
flashy shit. They going for what they see. They going for the lights. And unfortunately, it's gonna backfire on them in the long run. And actually, it doesn't have a real. It don't have a real long. It don't even have a short term benefit to them if you think
No,
about it.
it doesn't, and that's where. But see, even with the stuff with unconditional, that's the nice blend of outside and inside. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not looking for you to give everybody that. I'm looking at how I get that. This is
yeah,
why trust me, I've had a whole bunch of females when I had my come up try to spin the block after they rejected me and shit. I'm like, nah, I'm good. You should have said yes the first fucking time because
Well, no, you dodged the
anything
bullet.
genuine, authentic, it don't feel real. And I'm like,
But
it's never gonna feel real.
Var,
yeah,
that's God right there. Because if they said yeah the
Right,
first time, you still would have been in the same situation you in right now.
right,
You
right.
would you say,
And
Cal? Go ahead.
and trust me, they didn't try to shame me every which way, but I hold my ground, and I think that's why they keep coming back because when you stand 10 toes down on some intrinsic beliefs, for some reason they not only do you get respect, but they gonna automatically gravitate to you and feel safe around you and want to be in your aura and your space. And I'm like, nah, I ain't got time. I don't know. I can't get that to you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You're not finna cause drama and block my blessings because you missed the boat and fucked up. No.
Type shit. Go ahead, Cal.
yeah.
We're gonna get back to the topic.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying like when you like know yourself and you tune, you know what I'm saying? Like early on, when you try to like holler at somebody and they ain't feeling you, you may not be in
Yeah.
tune with yourself. Now when you become in tune with yourself, your aura vibrates at a much greater frequency and they see that. And a
Right.
lot of people and like we in a sense, it's somewhat in a sense, it's a kind of a gray area because as a man, we are supposed to be the protector, what I'm saying, also like a provider and stuff. Uh, and these women are looking for protection. They're looking for stability and stuff. I think what happens is they start to take it too far. They start to get greedy. They start to say like this little bit ain't enough. Like you might, And they gotta realize that like you can't do it just like how they do it on MTV or VH1. You might have to settle with that guy that might be the postman or the plumber and shit. You know, that track
Hmm.
star
But
ain't
see,
gonna last that long.
but Cal, that's the dangerous part. That's not settling. That's them leveling up and they don't know it. That's the problem. They think they settling for a nigga that's a plumber or a bus driver or whatever the insults is, a construction worker. They call that settling. No, that's you leveling up, bitch. You don't even deserve that nigga.
And like
Real talk.
what they really need to understand is like when you start getting into the motherfuckers that's got those millions and all that money that attracts them, they got the nice car. They logic is either you gonna want me to be at home and then it's like it was like what old boy said. Either you want me to be a faithful man at home, or you gonna want me to pay these bills and shit. So I'm gonna be out in the streets. Them dudes is more out in the streets and they gonna fuck around more. And they gonna that's a quicker way for them to be scarred. And they, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And but they love that thrill, they chase that thrill.
And
And
Right.
after they fuck up so many times, that's when they start to get it and they want to settle down. But then at that point, they've been used and abused, and they start to lose that value. And they
well,
got to
see,
be very careful with how they do things.
and that's the thing. That's what they don't understand. They think they more valuable because they went through the swamp and came up wet. And they can just draw off and act like they ain't go through the swamp. And that's the problem. You
Yeah,
know
and
what I'm saying? And
that's also. But here's another thing too. Women don't like. They don't understand the give take ratio, right? You gotta give up something to get something, right? They
Yeah.
want all these lavish things, but you gotta give up something and have some struggles. It's like they want everything without going through anything bad. Nothing in this world comes without two. When you got good, you got bad. When you got up, you got down. You got left, you got right. You got a positive, you got a negative on your batteries. You know what I'm saying? To make everything work. You know what I'm saying? So you, as much as you say you want, what are you willing to give up? And this is where I'm saying they they live in that Delulu land because I've all. And here's another thing: if you're like I tell any man that's dating, if you date a woman and ask them about their relationships, all the niggas was wrong. But I say, okay, let me reframe this question. I said, what could you have done better in your last relationship or relationships that may not have caused y'all to break up?
what happened?
Oh, you ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they say nothing, that's the last date because now you don't have the ability to self audit yourself. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
here you go, boy. I loved him too much. That's her problem. When you ask her what she did wrong, she be like, I love too
No,
much.
no, it's not what you did. It's not what you did wrong. It's like what could you have done better or different?
You know what?
I could have
And and,
loved him less.
and it goes to it's them taking accountability for their actions. Them
And that's all.
actually
That's
saying,
all the question comes down to.
it,
You know.
Good.
hey, are you willing to take accountability for your part and why things didn't work out in your past relationship? You know what I'm saying? Is there things that you could have adjusted yourself? You can't walk around like you was the perfect person and there's something had to go wrong to make that person start to feel some way about you. Y'all start to go down this path where things wasn't going well. It's not all, you know what I'm saying? They can't put it all on the man. Sometimes they gotta step up and be like, hey, maybe I wasn't fucking them that much. I don't know how to shake a pot in the kitchen.
Bro, they'll
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
never say that shit.
Done and you know what I'm saying, it's really taking accountability and shit. So like also like all right, we got to realize now in this day and age in 2025 that the we had to reevaluate of how we come with our traditions and our values and shit. We have gotten away, but also the times has changed. Knowing that like
Hmm.
women now are in the workforce now, like you see with inflation and all this stuff and wage adjustment, a woman may need to step up and maybe take care of the light bill, the gas bill, maybe put half in on the rent. Maybe cooking is not just enough. You know what I'm saying? They do little bitty things and stuff. They since that you want to have the women empowerment and women rights and you got that. But also the part about that, when we give you those rights and all that stuff, you want the equal you want to be as equal as a man, we need to treat you equal in the household. Come on, man. I need you to pay half of this rent. I need you to pay half of these bills. That's the only way we're gonna keep this roof over our head.
Nope, because then they're gonna talk crazy to you. That's
But
why I
you,
be
but
saying,
you,
I'm like, you
but
don't
you know
even
what?
want to. You don't want to sign up for
But
that.
And that person
but
ain't
you know
here
what?
for you.
We already a little bit ahead of the game because men nowadays, like our generation, and going younger down to the YNs, you bring up the thing about marriage. We're saying, okay, what's the benefit of getting married? And the fact that a woman can't step outside that woman's shield to really answer that question fairly says a lot. It's all about profit. It's all about coming up.
And what you like? I think, man, like you gotta before people really get off in the marriage, you at least gotta spend a couple years with each other and figure out if this is the right thing. Y'all gotta go through the ups and downs and see
Yeah.
if that person is gonna be down. You got a solid person that you're gonna ride to the sunset with. Some of these people just they get into the honeymoon phase while everything is good and they ain't seeing the other side of things. And when you jump the broom and y'all move in with somebody, you start to see the other side and you figure out it ain't what it's all cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
like both men and women put on their best impression. So we both be lying like a motherfucker to each other on day one. You don't see the truth until month 3.
so Cal, to go deeper on that, in the honeymoon phase, there's no real emotional attachments and nothing like that. Everything is just surface level, right? What you're saying, right?
No,
And I do
no,
agree
you
with
got
you.
emotion. You got emotions attached because like you sending messages and shit, motherfuckers sending flowers, y'all saying little sweet shit, y'all doing cute shit in the beginning. Your dopamine, it's a dopamine to you.
Right now,
You
that
all
I
into
mean
it.
that's more all right. That's more chemically based. But I said with emotions and intimacy, that's a whole different animal because now when I spend more time with you behind closed doors, not in public, you have some of
Yeah,
them little boring nights, right? Where I get to see them little quirks, right? That's the part where is all right. It's not exciting and it's not as glamorous no more. Now I can start nitpicking. And a
right.
lot of people, when they start nitpicking, and I think I said this on a couple shows. I can't remember which show I said it on, but I know I said it on some shows ago. Same book I was reading. It said this exact statement: thoughts create, thinking destroys. And when a woman get outside that honeymoon phase, they start thinking, and that's why they can nitpick so well. But when they start nitpicking, that's coming from their own fears and traumas of their own life. And when they start thinking about that excessively, they're destroying the relationship by thinking without even noticing it, without even acknowledging it. And to be even, some guys do it too because we have our walls up on certain things too. Once a nigga go through some fucked up shit, you know.
But when you say
Yeah.
thinking, what are we thinking about? What is she thinking about that's gonna destroy the relationship?
Hey, can I say something real quick? So,
Go ahead.
like when we think about like a companionship, a partnership, it's like buying a used car. You know the person's, they got some miles on them. But when you see it, and you start to be like, oh, okay, it's like chip paint, but you gonna ignore that. That's the little red flags. We ignore those things because we so like, hey man, I'm happy to get this. I'm happy. Hey, I'm no more longer sitting around. I can get around now. And after a couple
Hmm.
months, a year into it you're gonna be like, man, the tune up, it's much harder to get the tune up. The fucking alternator goes out, the belt ain't
Right.
good. The belt keep on going out on this motherfucker. Damn, I can't even get my seat back. Why my door is locked, my alarm going off, and then like, you start to see those problems. Like, and it's like
Now,
your parents
now
look
I got
at
some electrical. It got some electrical problems now. You know what I'm saying?
right and you can go as far as you can, and then once you get past 200,000 miles, is it reversible or is it worth keep on pouring your energy, your time, your money into something that that's just gonna keep on breaking down, or is this gonna take you to are you gonna have this for a while?
So you saying you meet her at 200,000?
No, 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 no. We talking about like 60,000 miles.
You know what, Cal? It's interesting you said that because as men, we either like brand new cars off the line or we get those old raggedy frame cars and build that motherfucker back up, right? So if you compare that to women, we either gonna get some inexperienced virgins
Mhm.
or some busted down hoes that's wore out.
Don't compare
We trying to
women
kill
and
that shit.
cars on the show, man. We already.
I'm saying, they say pimp my ride. Shit, think about it. I mean, they got shows with this shit. And it's like,
Hey, you can see an old school box top Chevy and shit. Put a nice little coat of paint on there.
yeah.
Hey, wow, that brings me back to
What?
the old days.
And
But
think
You know
what
what
about
I'm
it.
the
saying?
It'd be a lot of these older niggas getting these hoes they BBLs and shit. When you think about it.
Nah,
Putting the
man.
rims
Fuck
on them.
that. No,
Yeah.
no. Y'all fucking up, man. Stop.
They fucking up. I'm just saying,
I know, but that is mistakes that we make as men. We gotta stop doing that shit. We
Yeah.
gotta stop candy painting Pintos, man. That's what we're doing. We gotta
Mm-hmm.
stop doing that shit. We gotta start. That's why I said most of the time you just gotta hold them accountable, and you gotta stay away from most of them because they so damn. It's beyond repair. It's time to go
Yeah.
shopping for a new car.
You got to
You know?
start
Yeah.
thinking with your head and stop thinking with your dick a lot of times too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Our
at
dick
the
can
end
get
of
us
the
in a
day,
lot of trouble.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's just life, though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But see, we definitely got to step away from that. But let's get back. Let's say let's say this though. Let's say this. Say this. We got women that think that they still being they're still in what you call it, not poverty, but like they don't have rights. So they think they being mistreated in America. And the problem is they got we have over adjusted the shit so bad. Did y'all hear the WNBA when they turned down the money they was gonna give them?
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
I heard
heard this shit yesterday. That shit blew my mind. They was all gonna make $200,000 and $250,000 a year, and they was like,
Right.
no. We want the 118 or we want the millions. All right, well,
But
I mean,
you know what the WNBA fucking up at? Now I'm gonna say it.
existing.
You got too many dykes out there. I mean, I'll be honest. You got too many lesbians out there. If you got
87%
some,
of the
if you
WNBA is gay.
thank you. If you got 95% of them that's straight, and they alter their shorts and wear them short shorts like the niggas used to do back in the 80s, they revenue gonna go through the roof. So think about it. We gonna watch movies thinking, oh, this woman is straight. I got a chance of fucking her. Like Serena Williams, for example. We know she's straight. Niggas was tuning in to tennis like a motherfucker when she was playing.
Yeah, she
Because
had
we like low key. If I see her, I'm gonna knock the dust off that motherfucker, right?
all of a
You
sudden
go
you
to
look like a
WA, you see some good looking ones. You be like, damn, that motherfucker Nike. She ain't looking at me. Why the fuck do I need to go?
Bro,
Like,
they don't look good in the WNBA. They either cute or trash. Like they're
Hey,
not
yeah,
a sexy WNBA player.
man, from a marketing standpoint, if they would have, you know what I'm saying, like they should have talked about this years down the road, allow Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark to develop it, you know what I'm saying, to build up on that league. They were starting to get traction. I think they just reacted too soon on it. If you would have gave it a couple more years, you probably would have came to the table for some more money. Now,
right,
them coming out the gate, they're not filling seats like the NBA is filling seats. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
you gotta build that. They gotta do better on marketing and build up more marketing strategies. But you know what I'm saying, before they can come to the table and demand more. Now, like they're gonna be like, we're gonna do a lockout.
I'm
The
gonna mute
lockout
you,
is
big bro.
not it's the
No, go
lockout
ahead.
ain't gonna do nothing but hurt them. Because people gonna be like, oh, we got football, we got tennis, we got NBA, you know what I'm saying, all those other sports that come in there. So like they not they it's not doing them any justice by them doing what they're doing right now. You give it a couple years and let things develop. I would even say like this: if they would have waited until LeBron James retired, you know what I'm saying, because like everybody's gonna be looking for that next thing, they probably would have had more at the table to bargain with.
You know what? I don't know nothing about the WNBA. I just know that this is just most women in general. They said they gonna quadruple their salary, and they said no. I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life, ever.
It's greed
Ever.
right there, man. I mean, I understand that you want rights and everything, but there's a point that where you start to get greedy on it. And if you can if you put that to the side and start gradually building, you know what I'm saying, this generation of players may not get it, but like that next group that's coming up, you paved the way for them. And
Facts.
then I think it's like they don't do it right now. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing it right now. It's an emerging league, but it's gonna take a while for them to get there. The NBA didn't the NBA, the NFL didn't get there overnight. It took time. It took time for them to get there.
I think the WNBA was established in what 1994 or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Like early
Early,
90s or something like that.
bro. It ain't gonna get no better than that. It's just not nothing that needs to be invested in. But I ain't gonna go there. I just want people to understand that it's just not gonna happen. It's not nothing that needs to happen. It's like you are limited, and that's just by God. It ain't gonna there's no more jumping jacks you can do. There's no more lowering the goal, because even if you lowered the goal, just because you can dunk don't mean you can dunk on somebody. And then did you see the little dunking contest they had?
No, I didn't even see it, man.
Man,
I
they had a women's dunking contest, and you know what
That's
it
crazy.
was? A dunk. It wasn't even
Just a regular
just like,
like you,
yeah. She didn't even yank that bitch. The ball hit the rim before it went in. Like, it's just like, bro, and the
hey,
prop. Go ahead.
no, man, for real, like we know like the good majority of them can't dunk and shit. Just do like what Kyrie Irving and what Iverson did. Do some fire ass layups. Do spin around layup behind the back behind the goal.
Bro,
You ain't got
they
to
don't,
do all that shit.
but they don't got hang time enough to do that. See, what you missing is they actually had to be in the air to do that shit.
Yeah,
They don't got no hang time like that.
no, they don't. Now, I mean, you know what I'm saying, like. And if you look at women's college basketball, that blown up. The last few years has gotten huge, and women's college basketball is more popular than the WNBA.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
But no. You know what? It's really not though, because there's a lot of people that like college sports more than the pros.
that's where I'm at. I mean, like when it comes to it, when it comes to like women's sports and shit, like we just when we just talk about like well, we talk about just like just the basketball. You know what I'm saying? We talk about basketball, like the collegiate portion of it, and basketball is huge. They have lots of tournaments and do a lot of shit. You have a lot of women who gather together who got that fire in them because they playing for something. And I think that like uh for some of them to get into the WNBA, they play a little bit like they're comfortable. Like, don't get me wrong, there's someone that go hard and they fight hard, but then it's like the effort into it. They don't put all that effort because they feel like they've made it already. They don't have that fire. They need they need more personalities. You know what I'm saying? When you go like right now, when we can probably name five, you know what I'm saying, at best if we was guessing probably name five people at most for people in the WNBA. When we go to the NBA, we got a whole list of people. We got LeBron, we got Kyrie, we got KD, we got Steph, we got we got so and so and generational players and stuff. We can't say that yet about WNBA, and that's why I say like this is where you gotta give it a enough amount of time for that to build up the subscriber base for people to see it. They just now really getting popular. You know what I'm saying? And
But
like the
why is
other
that?
arena because they wasn't. I mean, it
Social
wasn't
media, bro.
in social media too. But also, like, let me say this: like, we look at how popular women's soccer then got. You see, they got that whole stadium out there, CPKC out there,
Oh
up
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
Kansas City.
Mhm.
The women's soccer went about it the right way. They play hard. They kept on doing it, and they building up. They building up the brand. They're building up the popularity. Because I'm hearing people rather go watch the women's soccer before they go watch Sporting KC.
Okay, yeah.
You,
Well, I
you
mean,
know
but
what
you
I'm
got to
saying?
think it's regional too, though. When you go, if you
That's true.
if they was in Brazil, like where the Chiefs about to go play at, they'd be
Yeah.
balling out. You know what I'm saying? They making money where they at. That's why they making it, because this is not nowhere where you want to be watching soccer or building. That's like putting a fucking meat truck in front of the Muslim nation. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just, and for what it is great, but you got Patrick Mahomes tied to it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then the Kansas City, our whole support system is just crazy. When we rock with shit, we rock with shit. You know what I mean? But they
that's
can't pull it
facts.
off everywhere. They can't. I mean,
No,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
no, no, let me say it like this, because like, and speaking on that, you know what I'm saying, cities that's dying to have like a professional sports team. Like when
Mhm.
you think about like Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, they ain't got no teams up there. You put teams up there, you know what I'm saying, people gonna show up because they dying to have some kind of professional sport up there.
Right.
Uh, you know, it's you and you can get those development trans, you know, those transcendent players that come to those teams and build that base up. You know, like if you put a professional team there, people gonna come out to see and win or lose. Like Kansas City, before Patrick Mahomes was there, you know what I'm saying? We did have Alex Smith. Before Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes, we didn't have a star quarterback. We may have had a star tight end, maybe a running back, uh, maybe some good defensive players and all that other shit. But
Yeah.
we managed to fill the seats up because we had a professional team, and a lot of people came out there for that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I understand. That's what. Yeah, that's what I said. It's kind of like you gotta kind of put it in perspective of why shit is prosperous. But overall, if you did women's sports, I mean, they capitalize off other shit more than that. Like I know this dude. I don't know. You gotta know him. He's an athletic dude, but he kick field goals and shit. Yeah, black dude, and he
yeah,
be doing like them 1v1s and shit. But like he's like, bro, I wouldn't play in the NFL because they can't pay me enough. Like that's how big he is on these platforms with his social media. So like even if I'm a WNBA player and I'm on a roster and I'm understanding this, then just do that and then go to work and play for your $100,000 a year and just put it in the bank. Like what? I mean, you got to learn how to capitalize. It's just like with men. Men got to do the same shit. If you own No
yeah.
Limit and you never dropped your album, all them niggas that was in the books, the CD books that were in the back, and they album never came out, they can still say, "I'm with No Limit." You can go
That's
do
true.
features over here. Like people, the thing about it is, men understand that we got to take advantage of shit that we got because we don't got no crutch. Women
True.
want rights. They want excessive handouts. They want shit that benefit them, and they don't want no responsibility for it if it go bad.
That's
That's
true.
the
Yeah.
problem.
And you got to take accountability when shit goes south. And you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying, to a degree, you know what I'm saying, they deserve a lot of that, but you start to abuse it. The thing with me is that the part
they've
when you
been
start
doing it,
to abuse it, you
but they've
take it
been
too
abusing
far.
it though, Cal. They've been abusing it. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
and I agree they've been abused. Like this whole NBA shutout thing. Like, look, so you gonna give up 250,000 a year. What you gonna do? You gonna have to rely on that degree now.
Yeah,
You gonna have to put on that dress and go up there and try to apply for jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the other source of income? What do you mean you telling me that 250 is not enough, 250,000 ain't enough for you to play a sport and do something that you love? Well, you can make money off endorsements. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark Caitlin Clark is making
money.
money off endorsements. And to get to those endorsements, you got to be a good player. You got to stand out. You got to be a transcendent player. If you just a role player or something like that, you can't expect all that. Be
Right.
grateful for what you have. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many different ways that you can use your talent. You can piggyback they can piggyback by being in the WNBA and take that to get more money. You know what I'm saying? They can start other leagues. They can be coaches in other places and shit, but they don't think about it that way.
They because they've been handed everything, and that's the problem. That's the whole point of the question. Who got more rights? Every right men got is earned.
Yeah,
All the shit that women get, the bank account and the quote unquote, oh, we don't get paid as much as men shit, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. they've never not made as much as men. If you go in there qualify for the job, that's how much they pay you. See, there was a difference when they didn't want you to work, so they just prohibited you from working, but you still got all your husband's money. You still
True.
got your family to take care of you. So it was never, it's never been inconvenient to be a woman. It's just you just can't never satisfy them. You got to move the goalposts. Well, now we want to work. Okay, all right, here you go. Now you can work. But see, even if I get married, I still want my husband to pay for everything.
Yeah, and see, like that's where they start to get things mixed up. I think that like with them getting those, you know, saying you get more rights, you understand, you open up to do everything. You want the same thing that the man wants, but you know what I'm saying, like you gotta step up to the role too. And like you can't, you know what I'm saying, of course a man's gonna take care of you a lot and all this other shit, but like on the same rip, you gotta help provide more. You gotta level this out. You gotta level the playing field.
They don't want to do that, bro. So I mean, okay. So let me say this: when I say they, because people will take this wrong, it's not about all of them don't want to do it, but
Nah.
a lot of women will say, "His money's our money, my money's my money,"
And they gotta shake that mindset.
but they not
That's where they
finna
be.
do it.
I know, and you know what? We could say, you know what I'm saying, we know they're not gonna do it, but that's the thing that they gotta address. You know what I'm saying? They can't have that mindset. You can't be want rights until until it's not convenient for you no more. You gotta stick that shit out. You signed up for it, you gotta see it through. You can't use it just for your convenience. They gotta realize they can't do it just because it's convenient for them, and that's what they're doing. And it's leaving a bad taste in people's mouth by only using it for your convenience. You gotta see it all the way through. If you want to equal, you gotta see it all the way through as being the equal.
Everybody don't, but see, that's the thing. We for one, we not. That's the problem. We not equal, but they want equal results, and that's the
Yeah,
problem.
and that's the thing. It's like they're gonna see it the hard way. It won't be no equal. It won't
Yeah.
be.
It's not because look, watch this. I'll give you prime example. This how everybody in the chat and everybody in the world can know because this is the greatest example I've heard to make this shit make sense. When a kid does good under a single mother, she gets praised. When a
Yeah,
kid does bad under a single mother, where's the father?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When a kid does good under a single father, it gets unnoticed. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
that's what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. It's no type of, you know what I mean? And you know, a lot of people hate because you know we speak like this, or I speak like this for sure. I won't put no jacket on you, but at the end of the day, I say this shit. And you know it's wild. I don't think we've disrespected women one time on this panel tonight. But you know what? We talk about them, but they'll say you guys are what you call it, hating what you call it, damn, when you dis when
Be
you
misogynistic or some shit
yeah,
like
that
that.
shit, they'll say that
Misogynist.
you whatever, talking bad about women, you abusing, not abusing,
Bashing women.
bashing, there you go, god damn it, I couldn't think of that shit.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everything that like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We come with our viewpoints and from our experiences and stuff. I know on my standpoint, I try to keep it as a level playing field. You know what I'm saying? And my part is taking accountability for my actions and how I can be. You know what I'm saying? How I can be. And sometimes it's not always the woman's fault. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the man starts some shit. But you know what I'm saying? What I said, I feel like I ain't said no lies.
No,
You know?
facts. But let me ask you this, Cal. Have you ever intentionally started some shit with your woman? And not saying just once, but like, have you ever just, if you was with a woman for what? Okay, what's the longest relationship you've been in?
18 years.
Have you ever intentionally started shit with your girl?
Yeah, when I was being petty.
How many? Like, how often?
Man, it was a point in my life. I mean, like maybe like my early 30s and shit. And during this relationship, there was times where I honestly say that I could have been petty just based off of, you know, idle mind is a devil's playground.
Okay.
And I get to thinking too much and thinking too wrong, and Sometimes I intentionally started some shit. But as I've grown, I'm matured more. And I felt like I had to come back and check myself and have a reality check to be a better person because you know, I can't be doing that tit for tat shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I check myself and when I like step back to the relationship. But you know what I'm saying? Um, with all that being said, once I've done that, you know what I'm saying, I took accountability for my actions, you know what I'm saying, and addressed that I was being a little bit petty. And that was just the Scorpio in me, you know.
Oh, nigga, don't do that. Don't do the signs, nigga. No, I'm
No,
fucking with you.
but you know what I'm saying, but like even at that time, I would even say like at a time it was just like I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, I was sure of myself, but I wasn't fully in tune with myself. You know what I'm saying? It was just like it was just a different time. I was much younger. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of play in my system and shit. Uh but you know, that was early. That was early on, but I addressed that shit and I corrected myself. Now later on, when things wasn't working out later on in the relationship, I seen where, you know what I'm saying, that girl I was with for a while started doing petty shit, doing dumb shit, and starting shit. Cause I noticed that's where that tit for tat was coming in because I noticed that she done shit at the time that was trying to trigger me to have a reaction. And I was, you know, and I acted accordingly and shit. Uh it was a lot of petty shit. It was you know what I'm saying, like it was petty shit going on.
So
And
y'all was going back and forth.
man, it was tit for tat, man.
That's
Uh
crazy.
but you know what I'm saying, but like at the same like that's where I was like, man, but like I calmed down, I leveled a lot. I talk a lot of shit just to because I like to be a comedian, I like to troll and shit, and I like to laugh a little bit. But you know what I'm saying, like with these discussions, I'm gonna be straight up. You're gonna get a real side of me. I ain't gonna talk out the side of my neck and say some bullshit. Um, you know, just like at the time, it was. I think when we was getting close to the end of our relationship, I noticed it was like trying to do stuff. It was like we both know that it should have been over. Even the fucking kids came to us and was like, "Y'all should have broke up a long time ago." The kids was saying that shit.
When they was older, or
Yeah,
like
like
as it was like going on, or not necessarily like as it was going on, but like shortly after.
as when we was. Let me tell you like this: the day we brought it up to, we sat up there in the Denny's and we brought it up to the kids like, "Hey man, this ain't working out, and we going our separate ways." And the kids eating their pancakes, no hesitation, looked up like, "Oh, y'all should have done that shit a long time ago," and went right back to
Damn.
eating. They knew that shit, and the kids see that shit. The kids was still in school, like you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. My oldest was a sophomore, and my youngest was like in sixth grade, fifth or sixth grade and shit. Fifth grade, fifth grade at the time. And so they was just like, "Hey, I should have done this shit a long time ago."
And that's crazy that they said it like that too.
And they was like, "We going with dad." And it was just
9 times out of 10, that's how it go. You know, women don't want to hear that shit.
nah,
They
nobody wanted it.
only want to go with you because they scared. Shut your ass up. Usually what I
Nah,
figure.
it ain't about being scared. It was just like I was
I
the
know.
person that was making more sound decisions. And you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It was just a fucked up situation, just leading to the end. It was just like we was just like our excuse was I'm only with this motherfucker because of the kids. And it was toxic. It was bad. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that we talk shit on each other. I talk my shit, and I'm pretty
Right.
sure she talked her shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
You
it
you
just
you
wasn't
you,
no good.
you know what's crazy? And I know Tasha. I mean, my dad said her name. Anyway, my baby mom talks shit about me. That's the only person they got the right to.
Yeah,
All the bitches after that, shut the fuck up, nigga. I was perfect. And I'm gonna keep it 100, nigga. I put effort and work into being that nigga, like fixing. I I didn't have no real flaws because I didn't came into this shit mentally ready. So when a
yeah,
bitch tell me, "Oh, he did this," I be see that would cause domestic violence, bitch. Cause you nigga, I ain't did nothing to you, you funky bitch. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, Cal. Hold it down, man. Shout out some shit. I gotta pee real fast.
Hey, hey, we had some promoters over at Black Charlie tonight, man. If y'all happen to be in Kansas City, come down to 6151 Blue Ridge Boulevard, Raytown, Missouri. Or any time of the week, we got the season coming up. We gonna have we got Head to Don that's gonna be hosting our game nights, game days and shit. So any Chiefs game, you looking for some place to go, nigga? We got some wings. $10 get you some wings, some fries. We got some of the best bartenders tonight. We got Latrice out there bartending over at Black Charlie's, man. She's an amazing bartender. She gets you right. The drinks are fire. You get more bang for your buck, man. You go out there. Tonight we got a showcases going on. If you want to see some of the dopest local talent coming out there, we got a promoter. I think it was like Atlanta Party Production that's going to be out there tonight. Be sure to show up, man. Show up, show out. You know what I'm saying? It's good vibes, good time. You looking for a place to go. You're looking for something different. Come down to Black Charlie's at 6151 Blue Ridge Boulevard. That's tonight. Tomorrow we got DJ YD on the ones and twos. He's always spinning us some shit, man. I got a promo video out there that's just everybody just vibing, having a good time. We got drink specials, we got food specials. You know what I'm saying? The shit's gonna be pretty lit. You want to get you a section. We got bottle services and all that shit, all that above. Just come down to Black Charlie's at 6151 Blue Ridge Boulevard. That shit's gonna be dope. I ain't trying to bullshit you. I ain't trying to say it because I'm part of the whole thing, but bring your asses out, man. It's gonna be a good time, man. Check us out. Fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be it's gonna be lit tonight, man. As soon as I get off of this, man, my ass gonna be right down there just turning up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some chicken wings. My favorite is the frozen margaritas at that motherfucker. We got frozen blue motherfuckers up there too. Hey, and those motherfuckers is a motherfucker, boy. They get you lit. I done had like 7 or 8 of them motherfuckers, and I was hugging the stool like, Mom, oh, I'm not drinking no more. But you know what? No, blue motherfuckers the last week, man. No. Hey, last night I was on bullshit. A matter of fact, all last weekend, nigga, I was getting told back. It was my homie's birthday and shit, man. I drank Henny all night, then I was drinking tequila, blue motherfuckers, and margaritas and shit, man. I was fucked up.
You was not supposed to survive that.
No, I wasn't. And then I'm older now and shit. I can't be drinking like that.
Fuck no, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga? You can't, man. You crazy as hell, nigga. Do you remember them days where you used to get fucked up? I'm talking about lit, have 2 hours of sleep, not be fully ready for the day, but like can get through it.
Man, muscling through it. Look, man. Hey,
man, look. I done had days. Nigga, I done had a 12-hour shift, nigga. I've been drunk for 10.
Bro. Hey, look, I had those days where I get fucked up. I come home at 6 o'clock in the morning and I gotta be at work at 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm struggling. And I work that whole man. And then you get that little break and shit, you fall asleep during your break and you get back up. Hey, you take that 30-minute nap, you revive, you ready to go. You got your second win. And I remember those days I'd be like, man, I ain't drinking, I ain't smoking today, boy. I'm done. Then the homie called, what's the play for the night?
Exactly. An hour after you clock out.
Man, you back in the streets kicking it. Man, turning the fuck up.
Bro, we used to drink. I'm talking about like, nigga, we used to be in Orlando, nigga. The winter is 65. You hear me, nigga? It's nice all the time. Nigga, we mobbing. You feel me? Man, we'd get off work at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, nigga, and be out the parking lot till 2 in the afternoon.
Shit.
Nigga, we done bought some drink. Well, matter of fact, we might get off when the liquor store's still open, so we go get some drink. Then we just stayed up long enough for that shit to start reselling, nigga.
Man. Hey, what killed me up here in Kansas City, bro, like it'd be like 10 below. And the motherfucking chick be coming up there with a short skirt, titties half out with fishnets on. And you be like, oh, she ready to kick it tonight. And I'll be like, damn, like straight savage.
Yeah.
And I be in the club for that.
Nope, I don't give a fuck no more. Fuck all of that. What's up with it? Hey, what's up with it? What's up, sis? What's up, Rocky in this bitch? Look, let me tell you something,
Hey,
Cal. I do not give a fuck about going outside no more. I'm done. I'm out. I'm in house, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of it. I'm about to start doing this shit. Look, Monday we did Mac Mars show. Tuesday we did Justice League. Wednesday I did Let You Know. Yesterday I did a show by myself. Today I'm doing this shit. Tomorrow we doing some shit. Sunday we do. I'm in the crib, nigga. I
nah,
don't
I
give a
hear you.
fuck about none of this shit no more. And I love everybody that's doing shit. I'll shout your shit out. Send me your flyers, nigga. I ain't going nowhere till this shit take off, bro. I put that on everything I love. I'm not going nowhere till this shit take off, nigga.
Oh no, yeah, bro. I hear you. I feel you, bro. Um, I feel, man. I be on the same shit. I be a little bit different. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying. These days, I look at everything a little bit different. All that shit that used to like, I used to run. You know, man. If it was a weekend back when I was 20, in my 20s, if I wasn't in the club, I felt sick. I felt like the world was over.
Right.
Like
You missed
now, fast.
everything.
Yeah, but once you see it, like I was in the club so much, it was to the point, man. I had an epiphany while I was in the club drinking. I was like, man, I see the same fucking people every fucking weekend. These same clubbing motherfuckers. And then I stepped away for a while. And when I got out of that long term relationship, I remember pulling up to a nightclub, and it was just like, man, I run into the same motherfuckers who've been at the same clubs
They
the whole
still
damn
there.
time. I was like, I ain't been missing shit, boy.
Where you been at,
Uh,
boy? Where you been at,
yeah,
cuz?
nigga, I've been living life.
Right, you
Nigga, I
feel me?
had kids and shit.
You
Man,
done
like,
faking?
man, hey, look, man, I was just, you like, I look at it a lot different, man. Especially like, I don't know, for me, like a person that does a lot of work within entertainment and shit, from being a cameraman and working sound and all that other shit. I see the other side of things, and so
Facts.
I just be sitting, but you know, what I'm saying, I see a lot of things go on, and it just changed my outlook on everything. You know what I'm saying? I see the girls that come in there and they come their whole clique, and all they really doing is trying to consume off of whatever a dude can give them. But you know what I'm saying? Who can knock them when you got dudes trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to pull out bands to try to impress these chicks? And it's just like they set themselves up, and you just see it happen day in and day out. And I be like, man, you know me, and I feel comfortable in my own skin to be like, I'm not about to buy a bitch a drink to impress her, nigga. I'ma just chill. If you ain't vibing with me, just to vibe, nigga, I ain't fucking with you.
Type
Uh,
shit.
I yeah, I stopped chasing, bro, and I just go to chill. I dare to have a good drink, get fucked up, eat the food, see my peoples and not whatnot. You know what I'm saying? See how things are going. And me, I network because those peoples
Facts.
in those areas is looking to expand, and I got I could provide the services to take them to the next level. So
Exactly.
I be in the scenes to network to kind of build on what I build on my platform and other people's platforms.
Facts. But see, that you always been like that though. And that's one good thing about networking is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you get to meet all of these people. And you always, like you said, know both sides of the story. See, me personally, I know both sides of the story. So when I see pictures on the internet, I'll be like, yeah, that's just a picture. A lot of people be
Yeah,
like, oh, he tapped in with so and so. I'll be like, nigga, that's just a picture, motherfucker. You don't
eh,
even get the shit. Like you don't even understand that, nigga. They just cross paths and happen to flick it up, and 9 times out of 10, somebody asked to take the picture.
yeah. Yeah, the nigga asked to take the picture. They took the picture and then they posted on social media like, "Yeah, nigga, we working." Like, no,
Yeah,
look
we
on the
ain't doing that
expression of
shit.
the celebrity face. You got a straight face. You can
Yeah,
tell all from the facial expression. If that mo and the motherfuckers, you'll never hear shit come out from them. They
ever.
ain't working together. The shit like uh that just that happens a lot, man. Especially like you get celebrities in town. Like, okay, you took a picture with Finesse 2 times, but y'all ain't working together. You ain't got the budget to get him on your song and shit. You
Right.
know, it be like that.
But
And
but
it
Cal,
ain't nothing.
it don't
Go
even
ahead.
be the but it don't even be the budget. You ain't got the relationship.
Facts.
You ain't even built the relationship with a motherfucker. A lot of people. One thing I learned from being in LA is you got to learn how to to console yourself or to be real. You know what I'm saying? A normal person, because a lot of them celebrities, they not used to meeting people that don't know who they are and they act a certain way. It's actually a good thing when you meet a fucking celebrity and you don't know nothing about them, because you don't step in your mind when you know a nigga is somebody. It's just, unless you just that nigga for real, you always gonna do something that it seem like you stepping on eggshells to be around them, and they appreciate authentic motherfuckers.
Yeah, you gotta, when you approach a celebrity and shit, like this is like when I'm able to get into some of these rooms with celebrities and shit, because I don't run up on them like a fanboy. I'll be like, hey, nice to meet you. I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you do. Shake your hand. I ain't gonna even ask you for a picture. I'm gonna keep moving.
Yeah,
Later on,
go
they be
get a
like, hey,
picture.
can I get a picture with you and shit? You know what I'm saying? And like, I mean, of course, it's a little bit different when I see Chiefs players, but you know, I run into like several Chiefs players with what I do all the time. So if I see Trent McDuffie, hey nigga, let's get a picture and shit.
Look it
But you
up.
know what I'm saying? If I see like a rapper or a performer or someone, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody's on dick riding you the whole time. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna treat you like a human being. You know what I'm saying? Like equal. Like, hey, it's nice to meet you. Keep doing what you do, and I'm gonna keep moving. I don't even
Fact.
take pictures with the mainstream people I be running into. You know,
Facts.
it's just
See, let me tell you something. That's exactly what I did. I learned that shit too. You don't worry about it. Unless it's a nigga you ain't gonna never meet again and you just really fuck with him. You gotta live in the moment, bro. And but see, a lot of people, so they seek validation so much that they need that picture so they can flex. They need
yeah.
that picture. I ain't never needed no pictures to explain what I done been through, nigga. I done been through so much shit. You can hear it in how I talk. Most people can hear it. Like, oh, this nigga knows some shit, because I done been everywhere, bro. I done been everywhere. I done did everything. I'm not talking about worldwide, but like as far as the United States and like a couple countries, I done did it all, bro. It's nothing going. If I go to France or Paris or wherever it is, Italy, nigga, I'm gonna do the world. America's theme based. You can get the same experience you have in South Dakota in some third world country anywhere, or not even third world, just somewhere in the world. Like New York is based off of other countries. The
Yeah.
entire fucking environment is based off somewhere over there. You don't even
Yeah.
gotta go over there and
They
experience
done
this. No, go
like
ahead.
like you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, motherfuckers in Siberia is looking to tap into the Western culture. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And now that like we got the internet and all different, you know, social media platforms, platforms to push your shit out, you able to tap into those networks. They try to be like that. They want to be like that. They want to emulate what how Americans are. It's
Yeah.
huge. You can go to Italy and do it. Like you know, somebody that ain't like there's an artist in Kansas City that's like he's making some motion here. He got motion here, but he got more motion in Brazil, more
Yeah.
motion in Africa. And he doing that shit, you know what I'm saying? And he start catering to those platforms because those I mean to those regions because those regions are booming. Those are the ones who's put money in his pocket. You
Facts.
never see you and which has like he probably don't get as much motion like he does in Africa or Brazil like he does in Kansas City.
Facts. Yeah. I had a
Yeah.
homie that just went to Africa. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's some real shit that niggas be sleeping on is the fucking Juggalo movement. Did you see the gathering of the Juggalos in 2025?
No, I didn't see that. You talking
Man,
about with ICP and shit, right?
yeah.
Hey
But
man, I
they
used to man, low key, I used to listen to them niggas back in the 90s and shit. They hard. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, nah, they tough. I'm not gonna bump their album or no shit, but I tell you, some of the richest rappers, these niggas think these Young YNs be the richest niggas. Kodak up there. Who else? Fucking the Future up there. But them juggalo motherfuckers, them ICP niggas, bro, they got the game sold up. I'm talking
Yeah,
about tons of money, nigga. Nigga, you talking about who Eminem beating the battle? Eminem fucked ICP up, and they ain't go nowhere.
yeah. And see, like, and that's the whole thing. Like, you know, see, in so many ways, like if you had like Eminem coming at them, the Juggalos and shit, that just broadened their platform.
Facts.
It boosted them up because it's like, who the fuck Eminem talking about? Now
Yeah.
they trying to tap into their catalog, and by the Eminem dissing them, they now like up a million streams just because people's curiosity to know who it is, and then like low key, you know, they're like, man, these motherfuckers is kind of hard with
Nigga.
the looking like clowns and shit out here and shit. That
Nigga.
and you gain more track. You know what's so crazy is like the reality of it is like, you know, the Chance of the Rappers, the fucking Tech Nine is like the biggest one. Tech Nine is on the Forbes list, and all these motherfuckers like a Future and all these other motherfuckers ain't on Forbes like that
Yeah.
because Tech is doing it independently. He
Yeah.
has his own following across the nation, and like these motherfuckers that's on here flashing the money and shit on the videos that we seeing all the time, the music that we bumping, they getting raped by their record label. And that's the thing that people need to see. All that shit's for show. That's prop money. That nigga got them niggas probably racking up change to go get a cheeseburger. It's for real.
We don't want to. No, I know. Trust me. When I tell you, I know. I ain't even capping about that. I know about all that shit. But LA show you it all, cause LA show you what it is.
I like ran sound and audio for shows with cats who got like 10 chains on, mouth all diamonds, rings and shit, Cartiers, all that other shit. And that nigga be like, hey, can you give me a ride home? Like, nigga,
Who?
where your car at? I ain't gonna say it's the people. I mean,
Oh, I
like, you
thought you
know,
was about to say, yeah. I'm about to say, hold on. But you know what
now
though? Hold on. If they not from the city, they might just trust you to take them home.
I was in they city.
Damn. Okay, I can't pinpoint that. I ain't gonna lie.
It hasn't happened in this city, but I was in some other cities with some niggas that was like I got booked to do some shit out of town, and I did it. And the motherfuckers like was like New Orleans. New Orleans got a few people that's out there that like iced out. The niggas needed a ride home. I'm like, what? And you must have just dropped your car. No, I ain't even got one, man. I can't afford it.
Nah, you
Yeah, bro.
lying, cuz. Don't say that. Well, nah, it's cool. You can say it. Just go. We
I
don't
ain't gonna
want.
say the names of the
Oh,
motherfuckers,
yeah.
man, but that's how it was. Now their status might be a little bit different now, but it's a lot of false balling out here. It's the image they perceive with the image.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Images, they say image is everything.
No, facts. No. Yes. That's one thing. See, I never could get hooked to that. And that's what they try to get me on. I was like, nigga, I'm too dope of a rapper to worry about my clothes. And niggas took me shopping and shit. And I was picking out clearance shit. And I was like, nigga, I just ain't like that. I just don't give a fuck. But, you know, it is what it is, man.
Nah,
But yeah. But nah, Cal, we're gonna get back on it, man. Let's get lined up for Sunday. I'm gonna say them last two. And
bet.
we're gonna go crazy on Sunday. I'm gonna come up with some more shit. Hopefully everybody will be a little more prepared. This is the first week, man. So you know, we lined up for 3 shows a week. So
It's also Friday night. Everybody on club mode now.
yeah, that too. You know, Sunday they'll be a little more wound down. And
Yeah.
Tuesday, I think, you know, everybody will be more tapped in. So, you know, it's Friday. So salute to everybody that did come through, man. Appreciate you, bro, for real, for hanging in there with me.
I mean, I appreciate you extending the opportunity, man. I love this shit, man.
Absolutely, dog. I'm telling you, this is trust me. I'm watching. This is the new cash cow. Not like I'm taking advantage of nobody, but it's like people really sit down and value shit and actually get into these conversations. And some people take it home and meditate and change from it, and then some people are just entertained by it, but they both important. So
Yeah, I hear you.
you
Yeah,
know
I'm
what
about to
I'm
go
saying.
get fucked up, man.
Be careful, nigga. Don't do like last week. Don't do all
no,
the
no, no,
drugs.
no.
Just do a little bit of
Nah,
drugs.
bro. I'm gonna be lightweight, man. Like I'm gonna do that shit in moderation. I can't, man. I ain't got it in me. But I'm gonna turn up a little bit.
Oh yeah, nah. You grown man. Do your thing. Shout out to Robin. Appreciate you for listening, tapping in. I gotta find out how to get Robin some money. Like, I gotta get her because she's so dedicated to everybody's show. I gotta find out a way to just pay her to do some shit. Because if we can get we just need 500,000 Robins. That's it, and then we can.
Facts. Robin, go
That's all
tell
we gotta do.
another Robin to go tell another Robin. Tell
That's
10 more
it.
Robin.
We don't need no
Hey.
Batmans. We need all Robins. You hear me?
All Robin.
Type
Facts.
shit. But nah, Cal, tell them where to find you, my nigga.
Man, you see me male stripper for the elderly women. I come out the old folks home. I'm trying to get trust funds and shit. No, I'm fucking with you. Cal 10, man. On Instagram, you can find me on Cal 10 Grande. Facebook, my government, Kyle Bab. You can see me out here. Hey, by the way, shout out, man, I just got a Voyage KC's gonna do a piece on me for Hidden Gems that's gonna be coming soon.
Dope shit.
Yeah,
Dope shit.
so
Shout them out,
man,
man. Where they at?
man, Voyage KC, man. Yesterday they sent me the email. That shit was, I was like, I was happy. Think I did the happy dance, the gate struck around this motherfucker. I was like, oh shit, we about to make motion in this motherfucker. So
Yeah.
yeah, so they doing they shout out to them. Shout out to I'm part of Black Charlie's One Voice Radio. You see me down there, please come down there. If you looking to get out, get more bang for your buck. Fuck with Black Charlie, 6151 Blue Ridge Boulevard.
Type shit, man. Shout out to Kansas City, man. Shout out to my brother Cal 10. Y'all already know, man. It's your main man, Anti-Coon, aka the Red Pill Crip. Justice League, episode 2. Tap in, like, share,
Doing this
subscribe.
motherfucker.
You dig? See you Sunday, buddy.
See you Sunday.
Peace.
A leader that's just following his dreams. I just bought a boat and now I'm trying to stream. And I just bought some dope, trying to find a fiend. My shoulders where they lean, plotting scheme.
They bring it hard that I fall that I never won. Anything you see me with, I heard it first. Yeah, I had a grind hard, never give up. Get my mind focused on them big bucks. They bring it hard that I fall that I never won. Anything you see me with, I heard it first. Yeah, I had a grind hard, never give up. Get my mind focused on them big bucks.
Come and see how I do this so effortlessly. Step on suckers, then I go and go step on the key. It's 23, all I do is press start on the key. Shoot from the locker room, my nigga, I'm Curry from 3. All nets with smoker cars and small vets. When I was working the block, we gave a small test. Pieces free just to get the clientele built. Now me and Anti-Coon got the whole